Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Shake Your Super Mario Maker. And this is actually a pretty interesting course here that they're after laying out for us. We might play it and just see what it looks like, because normally it's just like your regular cave course or whatever, but here we have like a cool ice cave. Or that's what it looks like anyway to me. I just find it I wonder how many different ways to die there are. I wonder how many different permutations there are. I am finishing this. Oh, I pressed minus. I wonder how many different permutations there are of the different example levels or whatever. I'm not sure I can make that. Oh, I can. There we go. Mischief managed. But yeah, I wonder how many different because there's one, I presume they have one of each different type of world for each different game option that you have. So I don't know what that would be. That would be 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, 6 times 4, 24. Yes, well done. 6 times 4 is 24. What I thought I'd do in this level is I've been making this. The way I run into the issue where I kind of like to be more meticulous and more exact with my course making than lends itself to a short video. Well, what I've been doing is I've been making this. I started making this other course that I've been thinking of making for quite a while. So I said maybe since I want to work on that a little bit, I might just do 15 to 20 minutes of work on that while recording. And what I'll do is I'll show you the level first, because I have this first part done. So here we have a nice suburban town. It's kind of like Earthbound, I suppose. You have the nice suburban town being attacked by aliens, which are in this case the bloopers. So we can go in here, and I have it set up like the Scooby-Doo doors so that they bring you to different places or whatever. This is a chimney on top of this house. So I suppose the townsfolk are just the regular Koopas and Goombas. But yeah, I just really wanted to do some sort of level about suburbia being attacked by aliens or whatever, because I thought it would be pretty neat. And I died. But that's okay. I'll just show you from the start again, because I thought it would be pretty neat. So what we want to do is go into this big house here, because in here, wait, no, not exactly, because in here there's another little way to go, because we can come up here onto this veranda and come up here, and this chimney is different from the rest of them because it'll actually give us fire flowers. It'll give us fireballs. Yum! Why am I forgetting to run? You can run in this game. So yeah, I just wanted to have this kind of cool. I wanted an excuse to build a town basically, and Mario Brothers 3 has the best kind of blocks for making towns, in my opinion. I'm sorry for killing the panicked townsfolk. That is to say, that Koopa right there, but I mean, I'm trying to save the world here. So then we have this bridge. I don't know where I thought of this, with the cheap splashing around in the water under the bridge. As you can see, the arrows are telling you to go up and out. So we'll just climb up in here, and I thought this would be some laboratory. Oh great. Well, what the intention is to use that fire flower to kill that thing. But I was thinking, actually, seeing as this is Mario Brothers 3 and not regular Super Mario Brothers, you can actually get through it by going up here. So yeah, you have to go to the laboratory to get this Koopa car, which is actually a spaceship. So then you go up into the sky, and you get transported here into outer space. And this is going to be an auto-scrolling thing in outer space. So that's basically as far as I got. And basically, I thought of some cool ideas for. I'm just going to get rid of this because I was experimenting with whether you could break through the ice blocks and whatever. Because I was experimenting with some ideas, Joe. If you have this, it's a planet, and then there's the core flying around in there, which is one of those little potaboo things. So I was just kind of trying to experiment with anything possible that I could make seem like space. This, I thought this was I was really happy with this. Here it's a planet with the little clouds circling around it's Uranus or something. And here I really liked this as well. Here you have the end. This is actually the end of this segment. And you have like this little planet here, which I suppose, like, what does that look like? No, that's pretty okay. Like, that's even. You have this planet here that looks like Saturn or Uranus or something like that. So basically what I wanted to do, because I got inspired to do like some like auto-scrolling shooting kind of level, but not all of it is going to be shooting, because obviously you can't shoot from the regular Koopa Clown car. What might be cool actually, what I thought of was like some part, like that's why I was experimenting with that other car, because what I was thinking was like some part where you have to like go through a planet would be pretty cool by like blasting through. But then like how would you like manage it so that it was like that you had to go through? Now what I've been thinking is maybe, and this is where the experimentation comes in, is maybe it'd be something like this. Like this would actually be the ring, like the big ring or whatever from the planet, that actually you end up, because you have to be able to recognize that that's what it is, that it's a planet. Like it's not enough to, what am I after doing there? Like it's not enough for me to know it's a planet, it has to be recognizably a planet, but as well it has to be big enough for you to be able to logically go through it. Now I thought maybe if I made this the ring, like if I made this the ring, like going around the planet, like another kind of a Saturn type planet, then maybe then what I could do is have it be like a giant planet, but you wouldn't be able to go up and over it, because that's the problem. Like if you have something that you're able to fly through, if you're flying in like the Koopa Clown car, well, if you have the option to fly over or under it or around it, well, that's what you're going to do. So I have to like count these now, don't I? See, the good thing about like Super Mario Brothers 3 is it like lends itself really well to this, because the background looks like it's stars. In the underground level, I was actually going to do like the spooky ghost house level, because if you look at that, that's what I thought originally, because it has like a black background. But actually like and I hadn't thought of it, like the underground levels in Mario Brothers 3 look way cooler, because you have like that cool like blue color, which looks really like the which just looks really like rock. So I suppose I have to count these now, do I? So that's like 1, so that's, wait a second, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Okay. 25. Is that really good? It's like an uneven number. Because wait a sec, because this is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So somewhere here will be this, so 13 will be the center point, wouldn't it? Because then you'd have 12 either side. Okay, well that's actually okay. So now I have my center point. I just like, I don't know how like interested you guys are going to be in this, but like I know like Sean said it at the start of the video recently, but then I stopped watching the rest of the video because he was like making the level and was like, oh yeah, I'd kind of like to play the level without knowing what it was going to look like, you know? So now we're just going to build our planet. I figure if I like build the planet itself, then if I like build the planet itself, wait a second, I'm gonna undo that again. I figure if I like build the planet itself, then I can like hollow it out. This is where all like that playing Minecraft with Katie and Kyle on the Sweet Victory server is going to come in handy. Because like this is pretty much exactly the same way Katie and I built the big pirate ship. Is we like there's some, I don't know whether I like talked about this, but there's like some video where it gets shown off. Actually, it's on like Sweet Victory's channel, where it gets shown off, like the pirate ship that Katie and I made, and we spent hours doing it because you can, if you imagine, I'll like explain the process. And those of you who've played Minecraft know how water works, but we made like a whole sunken pirate ship. And basically how we made it was we picked like an area out in the middle of the ocean. We basically covered over like an area of the ocean, took all the took all the water out of that area. And at that time, like back then, there were no sponges. So to remove water, you had to do it like with the old-fashioned way, with a bucket. So like you had to do it the old-fashioned way with a bucket, which was like a barrel of that. So that took us ages, first of all. And this thing was giant. Like if you watch that video, this thing was absolutely giant. This like sunken ship that we made. Is that looking okay? I'll probably need to like round it off a little bit more, but it can be like a kind of a squishy planet. That would be okay, even if it is like a bit squishy. The important thing is that it's even and it's not like all wickety whack. But yeah, basically we drained all the water out of the ocean, which necessitated building walls. So you had to build walls around like a whole portion of the ocean from the bottom up to above sea level, because otherwise obviously the water would flow in from the surrounding ocean. And even if I only get this planet done in this video, I'm gonna be okay with that. So I think that might be, I might just go like one block deeper more. Because I want like it to be recognizable. I want like those spikes at the top and bottom to be visible. But I think this is really cool. Like that like blue color looks really space-like. No, there's no room for inexactness here. So yeah, we built walls all around the area from the bottom of the ocean up to above sea level, because otherwise the water would have flown in. And then we painstakingly drained all the water out of this area with buckets, with empty buckets. You can imagine how long that took. And then we built an entire pirate ship, like an entire huge, like, ship. We half buried it with sand, like it had inside parts and everything, and we half buried it with sand, and then we half buried it with sand, and then we built like an entire surface over the top of the walls. I'm using my hand to explain this and you can't see me. We built like an entire surface over the top of the wall. Because then what we had to do was fill it up with water again. So then we sunk it. So we half buried it in sand, like it had crashed or sunk. So like only half of it was visible, but the rest of it actually existed inside, buried in the sand. And I'm trying to figure out here what I want to do with this planet, because it looks like a little bit weird. It looks like a burger or something. I think it needs to be like a little bit thicker, like over here. Like maybe if we do something like this. I'm just like trying to, because I need to make sure like that yeah, I think that looks a bit better. So how did I even do that? I think that was like this. No, because there are two blocks. It was like one above. Yeah, because then there are like two blocks between the thing. Okay, good. So only half of what we actually made was visible in the end. And this is actually cool. This is like making me think of Samaros, these little plants up here that just decided to grow there. It's still a little bit weird looking. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start like doing this. Should it be like this? Yeah, I think so. And then like this. Because it needs to be a pretty big planet. But no, I don't really like that. I'm gonna undo a lot of that. Because I want it to look round. I don't want it to, but I don't want it to be too big. I don't mind it being like a bit flat-chested, our planet. No, where's my dog? My dog is gone. I hope I haven't like ruined this, and I'll spend ages having to painstakingly make sure one is the same as the other. Like, how many blocks are here? Stop making that noise. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there have to be 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we have to like erase this line of them as well. There we go. So that's like equal now on all sides. But I still like, I think it's a bit flat. Like I think that it needs like at least something like this. No, not like that, because I left one. Yeah, and then if I leave one again. No, I did that wrong. I want to leave that. Like if I leave one again. Just have it at 4. Like, is that proper? And then if I just have the tree in there. And then no, that's too pointy. I think that's pretty cool for a planet. Does that match? So I have 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, that matches. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. You guys can't even see what I'm counting because I'm counting with the stylus. But yeah, that pirate ship, then we like sunk it into the water and buried it. And like, oh my god, like the amount of effort that went into it and time was amazing. So that's our planet. I think that's actually pretty cool because like you're blocked from like these bits down here. They look aesthetically correct, but they also serve the function that you're not able to go through them with the car. So what you're actually going to have to do, if I can like find the middle point would have to be like across from here. So wait a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use ice blocks because I don't think you can destroy these blue blocks with the fire car. I'm just going to test that real quick by like, no. Yeah, I ran into this issue as well. Like these purple blocks are helpful, but sometimes you don't want them to be. No, you can't destroy them. So what I'm going to have to do, you see, is change them into ice blocks. So if you want to like fly through the core, we're probably going to have to fly through this way. But it'll have to be like about 4 blocks deep is what it'll have to be. But that'll be pretty cool. Like, I want it to feel like a kind of a cool like space adventure. And as I say, even if I only get like this one level done, like this would be 5, would that be okay? And like I'm replacing them rather than deleting them, because that means like if you replace them rather than deleting them, that means you're I think 5 is too much though. Like I think 4 is enough. Like 3 is enough. You know, we want it to be difficult as well. And I'm pretty sure if you like destroy, I'll just have to test it if it's okay, but 3 should be enough. And what I could do is I could copy this over here and over here and over here. I want to like make sure I'm not like, see there, I won't go like one further because I want to make sure I'm like not intersecting with something, like making more or less of my planet, you know? Like, this is the way I want it to be. Like, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Because it'd be too difficult otherwise. Let's just, like, see if that's even, like, possible. Because, like, what you'd have to do is, like, charge up. That should be possible. It'll be hard, but it'll be possible. It'll be tense. Oh my god, this is intense. That is, like, really intense. I'm wondering, like, whether I'll have to, like, cut out, like, the scrolling. What we could do, actually, is just, like, erase this part. And have it so that only the core is the part that you have to go through. So that's 4 deep at the moment. 1, 2. Like, we could do it so that only the core, like, that's the frozen core. That's the frozen core of the planet. So that it's a bit more doable. So how many do we have here at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that should be okay. We can test that, and then I think I'll call it a video because this is getting like a little bit long. That's the important thing. It's important to test as you're going along as well. See, here you'll have like, oh, we're going through the planet. And I just wanted there to be like as many like... Yeah, you see, that's going to be difficult. Should I maybe like... What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace like some of these with these as well, because otherwise it's just... Like, at least then you have like the... At least then you have the... You're not going to be penalized just for like the clown car bumping off the ground. And I think it's still like recognizable as being like a can you make it through there? No. I'm trying to like figure out, because that's going to be an issue. But that's something for me to figure out on my own. So like we got like a little bit further. I was able to show off a bit of this level in progress. And like, I just think it's cool to have, like Sean said at the beginning of that video I didn't watch the rest of, it's cool to just have videos about making things. It's fun, it's relaxing. So thanks a million for watching this part of Shake Your Super Mario Maker. I'll see you next time. Bye now.